Hello, my name is Steve M. Nash from selfhelpcollective.com and smnash.com. And I want to talk to you today about the words of Michael Neill, which go like this. You're not afraid of what you think you're afraid of. You're afraid of what you think. You're not afraid of what you think you're afraid of. You're afraid of what you think. Those words by Michael Neill mean a great deal to me right now. And when you can see what they actually mean, I think it will mean a great deal to you too. Funnily enough, I had the idea of doing this video yesterday, and I had lots of things I was going to say, and it was going to be really good. I just didn't have access to this video, so I didn't do it. And now I'm doing it on Monday, March the 3rd, and I have less things are coming to me to say about this quote, which is quite an interesting example, because yesterday I had some good thinking about how to explain the significance of these words. Today I don't. And in fact, today it's been a bit of an odd day. I felt sort of out of sorts slightly. Did some exercise and just sort of felt pains when I was sort of pushing it quite hard. I forgot my goggles for swimming, so I meant I had to do breaststroke with no goggles, which is just much harder because my head was stuck out. Yeah, so it's a bit odd, and even, and actually, funny enough, I watched a video which is sort of talking about this understanding I'm about to share a little of. It was a video by Dicken Bettinger, and he was talking about what I'm about to talk about with you, and he basically said it's so much more than X. And X is what I'm about to talk to you about. And this idea of it's so much more than, somehow I had thinking about it, and I thought, oh, so what I'm going to sort of share, what I'm sharing with myself, what's made such a huge difference to me and my life, there's so much more than that. And I had thinking about it, and it made me feel a little deflated. It's really weird. Anyway, doesn't matter, does it? So, you're not afraid of what you think you're afraid of. You're afraid of what you think. Essentially, and this is a short video, so I'm just going to cut to the chase. Essentially, we are living beings, and we experience a flow of thinking flowing through us, always flowing through us. Sometimes they're new thoughts, insights, sometimes they're old thoughts, sometimes they're thoughts we like, that make us feel good, sometimes they're thoughts that depress us, make us sad, sometimes they're thoughts that we really don't want, and we resist and we resist and we resist, and it trips us up, and you can be depressed from that, or have a panic attack or something. But essentially, thoughts are flowing through us all the time, and we, most of the time, take the thoughts that go through us very, very seriously. So if somebody says to me that I should get a job, I should stop living off my mortgage, get a job, take responsibility. Sometimes I think, maybe I should get a job. Maybe they are right. Maybe I am being irresponsible. But most of the time, I ignore that thought. whether I have it or someone else says it. Or somebody could say that you're selfish. And you could say, I'm not selfish, I do this and I do that and I do the other. But part of you doesn't like the thought that you are selfish. So when someone calls you selfish, or fat, or skinny, or stupid, or boring, or I'm trying to think of some insults. A misogynist, a man-hater. Think of an insult that someone could call you. It is not that it's not the fact that they call you this, that they dare say this to you. It's the thought that it's the idea that the thought's in your head and you don't like it. You do not like the thought. You take the thought seriously. You think this person, they behave selfishly, they're treating you badly, how dare they treat you badly? Don't you know who I am? I'm not the sort of person that's treated badly. But they're just living as well as they know how to live. They're looking after themselves, they're doing what they know. They may be deliberately trying to antagonize you, but they're living. They're acting from their wisdom. They're trying to do what's right for them. The fact that somebody is selfish or is thoughtless, and the fact that hurts you, it's not that their act of selfishness hurts you. It's the thought of their act of selfishness. It's the thought they're being selfish. And there's a thought that says they're being selfish, and it could trigger a thought, they don't love me, they take advantage of me, they think I'm stupid. I have a thought, they're selfish. Now, I don't like that thought, they're selfish. It then triggers some other things. So I might tell that person off and saying, stop being selfish. Stop doing this, stop doing that. Because I'm thinking that their behaviour is affecting my mood. And that's not true. That's not true. My thoughts about their behaviour are affecting my mood. My thoughts about their behaviour are affecting my mood. And I do not have to take my thoughts seriously. Again, we are vessels and thoughts flow through us. Always. We're never without a thought. It's a sunny day. Oh, I like sunny days. It might rain soon. I don't like that thought. Will it be sunny tomorrow? There's another thought. I hope it's sunny for the rest of the week. There's another thought. Just thinking, thoughts flowing through us. This is what Dicken Bettinger was saying, that this understanding, which is the three principles, or the inside-out understanding of the human experience, and I'm learning this from Michael Neill at the moment, as well as other people, as well as myself. Dicken Bettinger was talking that it's so much more than just thoughts flowing through us, and I was quite pleased with his thoughts flowing through his idea. And thus I had this thought, maybe I need to know more, and that thought of there's more for me to learn deflated me. I took that thought seriously. So what happens is the world is full of people and they're doing their thing as best they know how. Some of what these people do triggers thoughts in us, or we have thinking about what they're doing. And sometimes we like what they do and we like the thoughts of what they're doing, sometimes we don't. And we're blaming these people, people are doing things, friends, strangers, the news. We're blaming what they're doing, the circumstance, for how we feel. And the fact is, we think something about what they're doing. That thought creates a feeling in us. And it's either a good feeling or a bad feeling or an indifferent feeling. But it's our thinking that creates our feeling. So I think pretty much what most people are doing in this world is trying to manage circumstances, events, situations, people. The really, really cool sort of people, the really okay people, the people that kind of get this at a deep level, they're okay with how people are. Somebody behaves selfishly, they might think, they're having an off day, or, yeah, it's all right, they like that sometimes. But they don't take it personally. The thought that they're selfish yes, they are, but it doesn't mean anything about me. It doesn't mean anything about that person, the cool guy, the cool woman. Things are happening and they're not taking it personally, and they're not making the thought a real thought. They're just getting on with their life. They're not making somebody behave a certain way so that they can feel good. They're not making someone behave a certain way so that they don't have a thought that they don't like. Now, it's interesting because when I was thinking about doing this video yesterday, it was so much better than what I've just shared. I feel really confused by what I've just said. That's what Michael Neill is talking about when he shares these words. You're not afraid of what you think you're afraid of. You're afraid of what you think. Maybe I'll have to do this video again another time. Do those words another. Do those words, or talk about this understanding again. Maybe I will. But when it comes to the monthly marvel, in fact, most of my videos, how it comes out is how it comes out. I'm not going to edit it. So I'm sat in my, what I call, conservatory. I'm looking at my trees, outside at my garden and my trees. The sun's about to set. It's really beautiful. This is one of my favourite parts of my house. I love spending time here in the summer. I could show you what it looks like. Oh, okay, it looks like that. It's probably too bright and stuff, but yeah. And my life is getting so much easier, so much more fun, so much less pressure. Everyone's doing what they do. The people I like are doing the things I like. The people I don't like are doing the things I don't like. The people that confuse me are doing things I like, and things I don't like are things that confuse me. People are just doing what they do, and I'm doing what I do. Sometimes I get it right. Sometimes I treat people well. Sometimes I treat people a bit slack. Sometimes I make a mistake. But I'm much more okay with how they are, with how people are showing up in the world, with how I'm showing up in the world, with how I think about these people, with how I think about myself, with how I think about how I do these videos. I'm just having this experience of being alive, and it's all coming from my thinking. It's all coming from thought. I have various thoughts that flow through me. This went well, that didn't go well. I'm just taking it a lot less seriously. And so that classic trait of the cool person that doesn't take themselves seriously, that can laugh at themselves, this is where I'm headed. Not via some self-help technique of don't take yourself seriously, but as a natural consequence of understanding where my experience of being a human being comes from what I think, through thought. It's just naturally occurring that life has never been better. And I can talk about some circumstances that aren't good right now for me, but I won't because this video's getting on, but I could. There's stuff going on. I'm sure there's stuff going on with you. There'll always be stuff going on. Good stuff, bad stuff. But life has never, ever, ever been as good as it is right now, because I feel free to play my role, play my character, do my thing, stretch myself, stretch my character, do things my character wouldn't normally do. Have the old fears, have the old worries, but not take it seriously. Not think. I think, oh, I'm still too serious. I've been serious all my life. I really shouldn't be too serious. Or I could think, sometimes I'm too serious. So what? Yeah, totally different. One is beating myself up for making a mistake again and again. The other is, oh yeah, I made a mistake. Okay, I make mistakes. I don't do it on purpose. These things happen. I'm a human being. I make mistakes sometimes. That's what comes from seeing that we are just these vessels and thought flows through us. Thought flows through us all the time. And we latch onto some thoughts that we like or we don't like, and we let other thoughts, they just flow through us. And then we latch onto another thought, and then it flows through us. And the more we allow these thoughts to just flow through us, good ones or bad ones, the more we are living in the flow of life. That is what comes from getting what Michael Neill is talking about in this quote. You're not afraid of what you think you're afraid of. You're afraid of what you think. I do hope I haven't confused you too much. I think I know what I'm trying to say. If so, if I have confused you, or if you get something from this video, leave me a comment wherever you see this video. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye and happy spring. This is a mistake, by the way.